how I turned this look into this picture of Eartha Kitt. As you're watching this, please trust the process. So this is actually a part of a new series I'm doing. I don't have the title yet, but it's basically where I recreate pictures of important Black women figures and I tell their stories, the things they did, and why it's important to remember them today. I felt compelled to do this series because in the last recent years, there's been an aggressive attack against Black history. In states like Florida, Tennessee, Arkansas, African American studies have been banned. Teachers have been fired for teaching what states deem as critical race theory, which is literally just Black history. Even on government websites, like stories about Black people in history are just being wiped out. And I think it's important for us to counteract this, like just tell our stories and keep our history alive and not relegate it to just 1 month. And that's why I'm starting this series, and I'm starting it with Eartha Kitt. Eartha Kitt was a phenomenal woman. She was an actress, a dancer, a singer. She performed many times on Broadway. She played Catwoman in the first Batman series in the 1950s. She sung a very popular song you guys may know, Santa Baby. But she was just amazing, and what I love most about her is that she wasn't just an entertainer. She did community work. She had a foundation, it was called Kittsville Youth Foundation in Watts, California. And Watts is a poor, predominantly Black neighborhood in South Central. And after the Watts uprising against police brutality in 1965, she decided to establish a foundation. And she had dance and other cultural arts programs, and she even taught dance herself there. Eartha Kitt was also very outspoken. In 1968, she was invited to a luncheon at the White House, and the focus of the luncheon was to talk about juvenile delinquency. At the luncheon, they did not want her to speak. She had her hands raised throughout the luncheon, and they refused to pick her to speak. But at the end, when they had no other option, she spoke. Whereas other speakers talked about increasing police funding to tackle juvenile delinquency, she said that will make matters worse. And if you want to tackle the issue, you have to tackle it at the root, which is racism and poverty. She also criticized the Vietnam War, saying that it was one of the biggest issues, both economically and morally, for Black people. You're sending their kids to die off in war for a country that does not protect them. And because she spoke up for Black kids and criticized the Vietnam War, the country tried to ruin her. She was surveilled by the CIA for years after this incident. The media painted her as the aggressor and even said she made the First Lady cry. And this cost her so many jobs, so many opportunities. She was blackballed for a decade after this. But when she was interviewed decades later, the interviewer asked if she regretted it, and she said no. And I think we can learn from her. We should not be afraid to speak truth, even if it costs us opportunities. And I know it's easier said than done, but we can all learn so much from Eartha Kitt and the things she did. Use your voice when you have the opportunity to. Speak up for people who are most marginalized and don't have the voice. There's so much more to the story of Eartha Kitt, and I really encourage you guys to watch her movies, her interviews, her autobiography, and yeah, if you watched to the end, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.